Hey y'all, so I am reading Tell My Horse by Zora Neale Hurston, and we know that this book is one in which she went and actually studied and was a part of some communities for African traditional religions. So she studies in Jamaica for a while and then she goes to Haiti. This, however, is the foreword, and I found this to be very interesting. So this is before you even get into the chapters regarding like her experiences in these communities. So it says it's interesting to note that a growing number of psychiatrists and physicians are beginning to trace the mental and physical health concerns of many blacks, in particular the lack of self-esteem, to the symbolic annihilation to which their culture is subjected by the white pride school curricula and media. Perhaps another cause of this depression is the severance of any link to images of their ancient religion. And then it goes on to talk about how they wonder how people of other faiths like Catholics, Protestants, people who practice things like Buddhism and things would fare if their spiritual practices were kind of just taken away from them without any type of homage paid or access to that material again. And so I just really want to talk about like how as a spiritual wellness coach, like your spiritual practices are so important. I'm a previous mental health therapist as well as a holistic wellness practitioner, and I am interspiritual ordained minister. And one of the things that I see, especially for our people, is the need to be able to get in touch with our ancestral spirituality. And that ancestral spirituality may vary depending on the lineage and the practices you come to, but a lot of the struggles that we have are tied to not having healthy spiritual practices that are in alignment with our needs as a people. And one of the things that's so important to note about this recognition of how it could be contributing to mental health concerns and even like just lack of self-esteem overall is that as African originated people, we really highly emphasize the spiritual in everything. So like we really did believe that everything was spiritual and you could not disconnect spirituality from like your everyday musings in your life. And so when we think about how now we've been practicing spiritual practices a lot of times that kind of segregate all of the areas of our life, like you just go to this one building on Sunday, for instance, and then you don't, really integrate those other portions in, or you don't see a lot of your spiritual practices mirrored in the way that you live your day-to-day life. And I mean our spiritual practices, not those of the dominant majority. We can see how that could be contributing to unwellness in our community. So I just thought that was interesting. If y'all have any thoughts, y'all can sound off in the comments. I hope y'all are having a great Tuesday.